In our last episode, we adventured through the beautiful island of St. Lucia and even had some weather surprises. We then lifted anchor and headed to Martinique. We were getting really anxious to get this boat all repaired and ready to sell.
Nonetheless, we're back to get our boat repairs completed, get everything fixed on this boat, the little stuff that needs fixed. The engine is obviously needs fixed, but and then all the other stuff. So we'll get all that done, and then we'll be on our way. This boat up for sale. Keep rolling forward. Keep going south. Places to see.
Docked in Martinique, it was a bit of a waiting game for who could show up for repairs and when they would show up. So Steve decided to help me with homeschool that morning.
All that, everything you just learned in school, all the stuff you guys were just listening to, was all talking about this area right here, right? But now, so that was like ancient times. Now, modern times, we're talking about what's going on here is that Ethiopia put this mega dam up.
And then half of them do 50 and one does 2.
Now they have all that money, they can go build tons of other locations, right? And they can grow really, really fast with investor money. So that's why people go public. So, all right, let's keep going.
So it's Shark Tank.
It's Shark Tank.
The good and the beautiful talk all about good and beautiful things. Camden was supposed to look at this and write what he thinks is going on. What's going on? It's titled First Steps. What Camden wrote about? Cannibalism. I don't think it's clicking.
I didn't see the first
You need
steps.
Jesus in your life, Camden. Checking in customs. And French keyboard is way different. So it makes it difficult, but you're doing great, babe.
I got it memorized.
Yeah. We had a lady reach out to us about doing a reality show. It would be with us and a couple of other cruising families. We were super hesitant about this, but decided to do the initial first interviews. They told us they would interview Steve and I, and then our kids separately, and then all the other cruising families, put it together, and pitch it to a larger network. Last we heard, a network was interested, but it never went anywhere. We were just so happy to have the adorable interviews of our kids.
Minutes. And you have hair everywhere. Oh my god.
You have
No, go wash it off.
everywhere.
You do. It looks
Screaming
horrible.
infidelities at my head.
Like you should jump back in the shower. It's like all over your chin.
So clean. You're gonna want to kiss me tonight. All over.
I think is like the show at its core is going to be following, you know, sailing families and like what that life entails.
So still is kind of like been good, but it's not exactly what we wanted. We kind of had our sights set on a newer and larger boat, and so we just feel like it's the right time to just sell this one after year one, buy the bigger boat, and we're in a good spot transition wise in between seasons. And then now that we're going to go for multiple years, it really is just a good time to transition to the new boat.
Us.
Yeah.
Like we're sharing bathrooms. Like our daughter shares the bathroom with us. Well, she has to walk in our room to like go to the bathroom at night. She's just like, I don't want to see you guys just sprawled out because it's hot as hell.
It's hot. You imagine being a 17-year-old girl walking in and seeing your dad have morning wood? You're like, because you have to use his toilet, it's right there. You're like, that's the most awkward thing in the world, right? So we're like, so this one, she'll have her own bathroom.
Yeah. The best part of living on a boat for me is watching my family come together. They love each other more than they ever have. They hang out with each other. They fight like crazy with each other, but then they also quickly apologize. Like this stuff was not happening at home.
My name is Carver. I'm 9 years old, and where do we live? We live on a boat, and it's a Leopard 48, and yeah.
Originally from Boise, Idaho.
Yeah, I'd say we're a lot more adventurous than people who like are normal like families that live on land. Our family, I'd say we're pretty like fit to do anything that we really wanted that's adventurous, and most of our family will every time. And I'd say almost all of the other boat families are the same way. They'll always go do something crazy that like normal families wouldn't really even think about doing.
I want you guys to also tell me about your sister. Can you describe your sister for me?
Youngest to oldest.
I got it.
Youngest to oldest. So
Carver goes
my
first.
sister, she is awesome. She is awesome to bake with. She's really nice and she lets me in her room a lot.
She'll never say no to helping you do anything, and she'll always let you hang out in her room. And
I'd say Malia is like probably like my best friend. She's super nice to everyone. And I'd say my dad is like, I don't know how to describe him. He's still kind of like a boy. He always does all the fun stuff. He doesn't just sit around. He'll always want to do something.
And I describe my dad as kind of a clean freak. He wants everything clean.
I would describe my mom as a very happy person. She's always there to cheer you on. Like if you're reeling in a fish, she'll be there to cheer you and video you, and whatever you're doing, always there for that.
It's true.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was the highlight of my whole day.
So that is true, right? So like my favorite thing about being on the boat is this experience that we've created as a family. But my other favorite thing about being on the boat is experiencing all the different places and the islands and the cultures, and like just the beauty that this earth has to offer is just unmatched. Like it's just amazing everywhere we go out here. It's just like, wow. All right, we're getting after this morning. I got my riggers up here. I got the welder, the electrician, making things happen and get this boat fixed up. Very diligent scrubber and cleaner. I asked for the top of the deck scrub. He gets after it. He doesn't do a quick scrub. He makes sure this thing is perfect.
Just trying to get the yellow stains off.
Yeah, you're doing awesome, dude.
See them. You want to like close that hatch and walk it?
Yeah.
Swirly? Ready? Ah. Can't hurt my pen on them. I'm scared. Oh, the drama. Look at my little workermen.
This kid doesn't stop. He's a machine. You're a machine, bro. It's like hours. Dinner's ready. You come eat. We can continue tomorrow.
He wants a new boat.
He wants to know. He has high standards for cleaning.
I think.
I like it.
I know
Good
what
job,
he's doing.
buddy.
I know what he's
Proud of
doing.
you.
Man, Easton's been busting his butt all day scrubbing. His hands are bleeding. Turn him over. They're all
There, that was bleeding the whole day.
Oh my gosh, dude. You're a hard worker, man.
Dang it. Hurry up.
All right, making chicken tikka masala.
Whoa, that's a big word.
It's a huge word, but it smells bomb. Look at the sauce I made over here. So good. We're really hoping Malia's jealous because she loves air fried chicken.
Malia, be jealous, Malia. Be jealous.
Thank you. After a busy day of repairs, we decided to play Talking Point as a family at dinner that night.
What do you worry about the most? I'll go first.
What
Easton.
do you worry about the most? Easton. You worry about Easton the most?
He's scary.
Yeah, that's true.
And I canned it. Him and Malia. We are brothers.
Next project. Windows. These windows guess they get left open and the salt water just comes in and it eats away at the paint. And I'm sure there's something better to put on there, but I thought at least put some like protective gloss enamel paint over the top of it.
Cool.
So I'm painting black, so at least they hopefully don't get eaten up anymore. They were already kind of painted over once, it looks like, so.
All right.
Back at it. Oh yeah, watch. How close, eh? You only have to move that hatch to get to the anchor.
Dad's doing big things.
Big things out here, big things. We fixed those brackets. It only took 6 hours. So, exciting times.
Amazing.
All right. Little run this morning in La Marine, Martinique. Across this little church. Had to come up here to get rid of the demons inside, the anger that's within. Looks like they're shooting some sort of production up here. So I don't know what it is, but they got camera crews and lights and the whole works set up. So not sure what's going on, but I seem to be the only one in here. So, but there's the camera production set up, and I got road closed, but I just ran on through. So apparently they don't mind runners, but feels good to get out and sweat. I haven't done anything for weeks, so the anger was building inside. Apparently I needed to release it through a run. So onward we go.
It felt like the repairs were endless. We spent weeks waiting on parts, fixing things, and just trying to get everything organized. The boys were absolute troopers and didn't complain not once. I'm thinking they wanted a newer boat as bad as we did.
So I am going through the boys' stuff, dumping it out, gonna donate it all. This actually gets me pumped. Slay, Carver. Had to get some parts for Dad with my favorite boys in the whole world. Sweating. Cutest little chauffeurs.
What?
So many boats. Too many boats.
Yeah.
We're out there. It's good vibe. Nature
I'd be a videographer person. They call me a videographer person.
You do?
Yeah.
All right. The sweet sound of success. It was an undersized wire on the fuel pump that had melted together inside of the sleeve. So it was at a connection point, it had melted. And that is why the fuel pump stopped working. So once I got an electrician in here. Couldn't do it on my own. That's okay. We followed the wires, we found the spot, we cut it out, we went and bought bigger wire, we rewired it correctly, and bled the fuel line, started up. And now that explains why it was so difficult to start for the last like 45 days, because the pressure pump wasn't sending fuel to the lift pump. So the lift pump was having to suck as hard as it could to get fuel from the tank, which was problematic. So now I think it'll start really easily. Success. I'm happy. That's a good thing for us.
So the cart system here at the grocery stores, you put money in, unlocks, you get a cart, you bring it back, relock it, you can just put a coin back. It's super smart. So then people return their freaking carts. I'm at the grocery store now trying to find healthy stuff to fuel my body with, and it is like impossible out here. It's crazy. And it's also crazy being in the French islands where I have a hardest time looking at labels and reading them, so I have to like pre-read them ahead of time, and I don't know what I'm doing. I have to like research it in French. I mean, even on the mayonnaise jar, there's a shrimp. Help me understand. And I was really hoping for some gluten-free products. No, that's not gonna happen. I can't even hardly read these, but I'm guessing there's like wheat, plain bread, flour, but there's like nothing. Shoot.
The hardest part through all of this was the crazy weather. It was raining nonstop, but it was also hot and super muggy inside.
Look at these boys. Good job, boys.
That doesn't work.
Okay. That's right, just do your best. Hey, it sometimes has to sit on there. So just put a little bit in a dab in a circle and then leave it. Use that brush, spin in a circle. And then go to the next little one and do the same thing. Nice job, boys. Crushing it. I feel like I documented this already, but it's so exciting. So I just got done replacing this line right here, which is my fuel pump, and I'm just rerouting the wire. It was actually burned together right here, so just shorted out. So got it all replaced. I'm getting ready to tie it all, zip tie everything back together, make it all nice, and then change out some wiring, some additional wiring here, which is slightly corroded. As you can see, the wires just fell apart for this pump, or this fan, that blower, which blows the heat out of the compartment. And so I'm gonna do both those things right now, and then put a bow on this generator and know that it's done for a little bit. So check all the fluids, make sure everything's good, and then keep my fingers crossed it just keeps on running, and that was just the only problem we've been having for the last couple of weeks. So I'm not patient enough to do some of this stuff, and so I get frustrated and I just stop. So because I have the mindset I'd rather pay somebody, and sometimes I'm like, I'd rather just learn. I should just learn all this stuff. I could have fixed 4 of the things that he fixed had I just really like put my mind to doing it, but that's okay. So learning along the way. So yeah, I'm excited. Get this thing wrapped up, get this wrapped up, close this compartment, call it good, move on to the next thing. So
that night we got all fancied up, as fancy as you can get while living on a boat, and went out to dinner with our new friends, Rob and Shelley. They had been sailing on the boat Vienna, and it was fun to hear about their adventures and future.
That game is like.
Oh, you don't like Fortnite?
I don't want to play.
Just here on our friends Jeremy and Diane's boat. It's a monopole. And the boys are all loaded up and gaming, and they are in heaven.
I'm not. Yeah, we play games to have fun. It's not.
Yes, I know.
We're art.
We were almost done with all of the repairs. We only had a few little things left to do. We needed to provision the boat and clean it. We also had Steve's friend from high school, Casey, coming down to look at boats as well. He was going to stay with us and then sail to Grenada. That next morning started off like any other morning. Tons of wrestling between the boys.
Can't slap me in the bonsai. Nice nesting spot, if I do say so myself.
Just walking the dock here at the marina. It's like somebody had a bad sail. Oh, just so gross.
We didn't have the rental car for much longer, so we decided to tour the country of Martinique, do a little drive as we headed to the large grocery store. After being on the dock for almost a month, it was nice to get out and see the country.
I thought about this.
This is what it takes for us to shop. Steve is a master Tetris player, so he does all that. Easton's our packer. Yeah, E. Killing it, Carver.
Just one. What?
Oh shoot, I didn't mean to do that. Meant to hit moist, your favorite word.
Moist.
Check that out. 6 big pieces of steak in there. All vacuum sealed.
Ready to roll.
All right, one of my very favorite things to do out here, honestly, is grocery shop with my whole family. And I love this because we do it as a family. Every single person has a role. We are systematic, and it just wouldn't be the same unless we did it all together. And we come in, we just knock it out, and we put all our stuff away, and it takes like the whole damn day, but it's so worth it. You are so weird. And also, my kids are learning so much about life doing all this. Like, they could absolutely go to the grocery store, figure things out, even in a different language, and they come back and they carry all these bags, and then this is their job. Look at how nice and organized they put everything away.
So the people that say that we learn less and say that we're now useless.
I'd be too
Well,
scared
we're
to go to the
actually
store.
Nobody says you're useless, but thank you, Carver.
Dad does.
Yeah, it's been such a great day, and I'm proud of my clan.
We were so happy to have Casey arrive because Steve deserved a much-needed break. He was so excited to show Casey everything about boat life.
Hanging out on the
Yeah, that's your little bestie Casey's here. That's exciting.
It's fun, huh?
Yeah.
Of all the people, like, we've only seen like 3-4 family members in a year.
Yeah.
It's pretty random that you're on this dock.
I know.
Yeah. Casey's here to
So
look
good.
at boats. He's gonna join the club.
So all the different sunglasses that I've gotten, I put different currencies in each one. So typically, down through the
Yeah.
and then you're like, and then you have these. There we go. Like a yam, but different.
A giant yam.
All right, but not today.
It was time to lift lines and head off the dock. The deckhands were all telling Steve to just go, but he did not feel comfortable with how close the boat behind him was.
Steve wants them to move this boat back, and they're saying no, but he just doesn't feel comfortable trying to squeeze in between that teeny mooring ball and the side of this boat to back out, because we almost hit him when we came in.
I think we almost.
Yeah.
I think like.
Okay.
Watch that so it doesn't hit. And make sure the rope doesn't get caught. Yeah?
Hey, how are you looking on the buoy, on the mooring?
Hello.
Hey, slow, baby.
Come on.
We're going for slow. Good. How are you on the mooring ball over there?
You're my hero. No way. I'm not gonna just let you push me off.
And just say good luck.
Yeah, like that. This is my boat, not your boat. You can push me off the dock, but you have zero responsibility for what happens.
Yeah. How's our boys? We're not running cam over,
I
right?
almost just called Casey Dad. So I said, "Where's Dad at?" So that wasn't very embarrassing.
That's funny. Dad says just wait till you get to the fuel dock. Just follow.
I thought you were shouting with it, and I was like, oh.
It's 5:40. 40 minutes later than I hoped. We're leaving Martinique for the second time after about 30 days back getting all the boat stuff done. So got a new forestay, a bunch of other stuff done. Sun's just coming up. Camden's raising the anchor. I'm gonna raise sail. Got it partially ready. Looks like we've got 2 other boats out there. Big fast boats. They're partially reefed, so it makes me think I should reef, but we're gonna start without one and see how it goes. But yeah, a lot of work here. A lot of work got done. Now we're gonna go past St. Lucia, past next Vincent, and hopefully down to Beckway down in the Grenadines. So that's our goal. Goal is 12 hours to get there. So here we go.
The most exciting thing happened on our sail. Dolphins came to our boat, and not just a couple, more dolphins than I had ever seen. Oh, look at them all! Oh my gosh, there's so many! Holy cow! They're way over here. Oh my gosh! These are big too. Oh, there's so many of them! That's so cute! They're over there too. Woohoo! Come over here. Join us next week as we head for Grenada, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button.